Good morning, Carrie Coleman, Optavia coach, 55 years old. Let's see, how were your holidays? Did you sabotage yourself? Pretty much everybody I spoke to did. It's kind of difficult not to at that point in time. The holidays, I never really recommend anybody starting this program right before Christmas. You know, it's just so stressful and it's a lot to get your head wrapped around. So enjoy yourself, do your holiday thing, and then after the new year pick up, which is what a lot of my clients have done. I wanted to go over a few things. I did really well over the holidays until the Friday before Christmas. There was a lot of staff parties and friends with cocktails and gift exchanges, family in town with pizza, Christmas Eve dinner, Christmas Day, Bloody Marys. So I just kept off of my fuelings, not completely. I did them as much as I could, but I didn't want to waste them either. So I just kicked back on this past Monday, and I'm already in fat burn again. So that's the beauty of this program, is that I no longer sabotage my own frame of mind with guilt. I just know that it's there. It's just sitting there waiting, and it's easy to jump back on, just start from ground zero. I keep my little journal, keep mindful. I'm on a pretty good schedule now. You know, I get up at 6:30, have my coffee at 7, and every 2.5 hours thereafter, a fueling. It's been really good. I've maintained I think over the holidays, I probably put on 3 pounds, and I probably will take that off by this Monday. But one thing that I had to kind of get around this holiday season, and it's one thing a lot of my clients ask me about, because I am a cocktail kind of girl. I love hey, it's Friday, we've had a long week, let's go for a cocktail. I personally was a big beer drinker before I started this program, and that is really bad. And I'm not that tall, I'm only 5 feet tall. So, you know, I was up to 155 pounds, 5 feet tall. It was everywhere. So I had to realize, first of all, that was one thing I was going to have to give up. And I needed to anyway. I'm just getting a little carried away. Enjoyed it. Loved sitting around watching football, drinking a couple beers, having some wings, chips, dip. But that had to stop. It was just getting icky. So what I have figured out is, this is my little cocktail. When it comes time, and there's going to be times you're going to want a drink in your hand with your friends. The majority of you, not all of you, not to offend anybody. But the program suggests the zero products. So I really like the Sprite Zero. And then let me introduce you to my little friend, vodka. This is cucumber lime. And then we have vodka. Deep ruby, ruby red, grapefruit. Those are my 2 go-tos. So what I do is I have my Sprite Zero. I have myself a nice big cup. This can be kind of sweet, so sometimes I don't use the whole bottle because it's 20 ounces. So I'll pour some of it in, cut it with some water, and then I will put in a shot of vodka. Now, a shot of vodka is 1.5 ounces. Excuse me. So it's like 100, 110, 104, right around there, calories, depending on which one you have. I would Google it. And that makes a nice cocktail. So I pour it into a glass and mix it all up, and then I'll have my other glass, like a wine glass or a highball glass, full of ice, and I just refill it as needed. That way I'm enjoying myself with the party, but I'm not doing the eggnog or the wine or the beer, and it's a nice, refreshing drink, and I really enjoy it. I make sure I drink all my water for the day before I have any kind of cocktail, though. That's a good goal for me, is I get at least 65, more like 80 ounces a day of water. Now that I'm doing that all the time, if I don't get it, I'm like, I'm a little parched. Where's my water? You know, we're walking around the office here. Everybody's got their water bottles all the same but different colors. So we're all like, there's yours, there's mine. You know, where's Kelly's? But that's a go-to for me. You really, honestly, if you can avoid alcohol, it's always the best. But if you find yourself, also you could do that with tonic or club soda. I'm not sure, one of them has more sodium than the other, so make sure you figure out which one it is. I do not consider this a condiment. If I were to have this drink and squeeze in a big old chunk of lemon or lime, that would be a condiment. So that, I feel like that saves me my condiment also. And I really enjoy that. Another thing that we did this week when my family was in town, we had a pizza party at my house. And I did not have the pizza, but I did have this. I don't know if you're aware of this, the cauliflower. You can order them on Amazon. I just go right to their website and get them. The Italian, there is a light version of this, but they're so close in everything nutritionally wise that I really just enjoy. I've had these in my freezer, so I use them. This is, one crust is half a lean and all of your greens. So it's all 3 of your vegetables. So you've got to think about how you're going to use this. I personally do not like tomato sauce on my pizza, so I can eat a whole crust with mozzarella. That's the other half of my lean, and I dice up those green olives that are my free snack and sprinkle them on, and I heat my oven to 400, stick this in there for 5 minutes, flip it on a vented cookie sheet, stick it in for another 5 minutes, bring it out, sit it under my ceiling fan in my kitchen on a drying rack, cool it off a little bit, throw the mozzarella, maybe 10 minutes cooling off, throw the mozzarella on there with the olives, stick it back in the oven, pull it out. It is really, really good. I love the edges are really crispy. And now if you wanted to add sauce to it, then you could only do half a pizza, because a quarter cup, is a quarter cup maybe? Yeah, I think it's a quarter cup of Rayo's marinara sauce is 1 veggie. So if you put that on your whole pizza, you're over on your veggies. You don't want to do that. That's going to put you into sugar. Too many vegetables is sugar. Too few vegetables, you're going to feel hungry the next day. That's why the vegetables really need to be spot on. You can go over on your protein, but you can't go under. Your vegetables, you want them to be as close to weighed out perfectly as you can possibly get. It's going to make a huge difference. And the use of your healthy fats and your condiments. You don't want to throw anything extra in there, like alcohol. So if you put Rayo's on this, then you can only have half a pizza. So I just skip the Rayo's altogether and eat the whole thing. It's a nice filling little pizza. And it was, honestly, everybody was like, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? And I would give them a little taste of the crust. I don't want to share it with them. I ain't that generous. I mean, it is Christmas time, but let's get a grip on things. So those are 2 things that I got away with this holiday season. Another thing, if you haven't done this, these are the prepackaged Optavia lean and green, full lean and green meals. This one is the chili lime. This has got a little spice to it. It is my go-to. I did just order the meatballs, and I had them for the first time last night. Really good. I was pleased with those too. So my shop is really busy, and if I have my Fitbit, I really did not want to get this Fitbit, but my coach talked me into it. I love this thing. I can read my text messages on it. I don't have to answer my phone if I don't want to, but it counts my steps, and I know when I have had a busy day, when I hit 8,000 steps, I know that I need some extra protein, so I keep some mozzarella cheese sticks in my refrigerator here at work, and when I have like the pretzels or the cinnamon sticks, I have those with my water and a mozzarella stick all at the same time. That's a little bit of pretzel, a little bit of cheese. It's delicious. It's one of my daily regulars. I pretty much have like my favorites. But these are really good. So I keep these also at my office. For instance, last week we had to go to a fundraiser, and I knew I was going to be busy walking around, visiting with people, and there was a concert, so there was going to be some dancing. So I had a lean and green prepackaged here for lunch, went home, got ready, went to the fundraiser, and they had a buffet. So I had my protein was prime rib, go me, and I had the green beans and asparagus, whatever vegetable that they had on there. And I'm pretty good at this point. I've been on it since April 17th, so I can kind of look at things and go, that's not enough vegetables, and I'll have to make that up somewhere. Or I can look at them and go, I'm pretty darn close right there. So that's the pleasure of it is at this point, I can do things with it. I can chill out a little bit. I'm where I want to be. I'm waiting for spring to get here so I can I live on a big farm, so I can walk my farm because I want to, not because I'm trying to lose weight. I'm going to look forward to toning up a little bit now, and the lean and greens prepackaged will come in handy when I'm doing a little bit of a workout. There is a new, one of our clients, I talked about this in my last upload, the PDF with the recipes. If you want the PDF, find me on Facebook and send me a message, or contact me somehow. I don't know how to put it on this YouTube, so this is still kind of new to me. So if you contact me through Facebook Messenger or KK Rascals, my shop is Little Rascals, so KK is my initials, kkrascals@gmail.com. Send me an email and I can email you a link that you'll have to copy and paste it to another window to open it, and then you can download it yourself or print it out, whatever you want to do. But it's got a lot of really great hacks for the fuelings. It's got a lot of really good recipes, and each recipe will tell you, if you make this recipe, it's going to give you 1 lean, 2 greens, 1 healthy fat. So it'll tell you, like, if it's only 2 greens, you need to add a green, that kind of thing. So playing around with it now is pretty fun. Oh, I'm due for a fueling. How about that, 9:30? Saturday morning. I got customers sitting outside waiting. They can wait a few minutes. I hope you all had a great holiday. Don't get in trouble with my friend Vodka. Don't tell anybody I told you about it. I hope I don't get in trouble for it. I don't think so. It's just a fact of life. It's better not to sabotage yourself completely and try to find the best alternative, is what I feel like. And I found that has been my best alternative. And I have not found it to throw me out of fat burn. So I don't overindulge either. I get these fixed. So if you're ever around Easton, Maryland, come on in. Take a visit, visit me, or find me on Facebook. And if you're interested in joining Optavia, let me know. I'd be happy to help you on your journey. It's been a game changer for me. It really has. I really have been blessed to have found it. So I hope you are as well. Peace out. Talk to you guys next month. Peace out. Who says that? Have a good day. I'll see you next month.